Coinbase is going public on April 14th, which is only 1 week from now, and we have more details leading up to the launch. The company is selling 114.9 million shares directly to the public, according to the Coinbase IPO filing. It plans to reveal a reference price for shares a day before trading begins. So as of now, we don't know what the price per share will be. We will find that out a day before the launch, and this will be based off of Coinbase's valuation. Analysts value Coinbase somewhere in the range of $70 billion to $90 billion, though some estimates go as high as $100 billion. So no doubt Coinbase is a valuable company. They had an extremely great Q1 for 2021. The company saw its revenue increase from $190.6 million in the same period of the year prior to $1.8 billion in Q1 of 2021. Another highlight is the company's net income range from Q1 2021 coming in between $730 million and $800 million as compared to $31.9 million in 2020. So when I look at a company like Coinbase, I do believe in 5-10 years from now, they still will be here. They are a valuable company. People continue to use them, and they get most of their money, not surprisingly, from transaction fees. About 96% of Coinbase's revenue comes from the transaction fees, which we know are extremely high. And I do think Coinbase is a good product, and I do think in the future they will change. They will become cheaper. They will add features such as earning interest on your crypto. But at the moment, they don't have to do that because customers still use Coinbase. But if you're listening and you wanted an alternative of cheaper fees and a place where you can earn interest, I did make a video that I will leave a link for in the description below where you can get cheaper cryptocurrency, more variety, and you can also earn interest on your crypto. So definitely check that out after you're done watching this video. So I do believe that over the long run, 5 to 10 years from now, Coinbase can make you a lot of money. I do believe this company will stay here and they will continue to grow. However, when it comes to the IPO, this is a different story. IPOs in general are risky because you are not actually getting in early, despite the title initial in IPO, or in this case, it's direct listing. You are not early. And in this case, instead of hiring a bank to act as the broker of an IPO, Coinbase is planning a direct listing of its stock instead. This will allow current investors to sell their shares to new investors once the stock goes public. So when this day comes, April 14th, the people that get in that day, it can be 50-50. You might buy and it might skyrocket. You might buy and then it might crash right after. And this is something that we see with highly anticipated IPOs. We saw this with Uber. In 2019, they launched around $42. It went up to $45. And then the next day it just crashed and it remained down for about a full month. Eventually it did rebound. So when it comes to something like Coinbase, which I believe is a very valuable company, not really a subjective opinion, right? This is pretty objective. They are a good company, whether you like them or not. And I do see them staying here in the long run. So myself, I won't be getting in on the IPO, but I will be waiting for things to settle. For all I know, I might miss out. Maybe on that first day, it skyrockets and it never comes back. But I don't want to put myself in that situation. I'm simply just going to wait maybe a few days, see what happens. I do think something similar to what happened with Uber will happen eventually. It will come back down and that might be a better entry point. And following their lead, Kraken plans to go public in 2022. And it's not as simple as you want to go public and boom, you're on the stock exchange. There are a lot of regulations that you need to go through. And when it comes to Kraken, as of 2020, Kraken was one of only 2 cryptocurrency exchanges to be legally chartered as banks in the US. But there are a few other things that Kraken needs to work through in order to get through these regulations. Right now, the IRS is demanding records for Kraken customers in the United States. Kraken is trying to fight it, as they should. And this is something that happened to Coinbase in the past as well. Coinbase tried to fight it, but of course they had to comply and they had to hand over those users' records. So I do think the same thing will happen for Kraken. Eventually they will fold. They'll have to give over that information the IRS is asking for. And also some other things I think down the line they're going to need to get through is right now Kraken surprisingly sells Monero, which is very rare to see, especially on a US exchange. So they sell Monero which is a privacy coin, which governments do not like. So I do find it, I would say, interesting to see how this plays out in the long run. By that time, they actually plan to go public. Will they still have Monero on the exchange? But overall, I do see this space as a booming space. Many people want to get involved in crypto, but they're afraid of all of the regulation. This is why people are waiting for a Bitcoin ETF. And while we don't have a Bitcoin ETF yet, we will soon have a Coinbase stock, which is in a way similar to a Bitcoin ETF, being that Coinbase's revenue is based off of the crypto markets. If crypto goes up, Coinbase's revenue goes up, and if crypto goes down, Coinbase's revenue goes down as well. So I do think in the long run, Coinbase and Kraken will do very well. Eventually, they will have to adapt, being that everyone else is offering a simple service with a variety of coins, cheaper fees, and also the ability to earn interest. But when that time comes, I do believe Coinbase will adapt, and they will do it successfully. But at the moment, if you want to trade crypto, you want a variety of altcoins, you want to earn interest on your crypto, there are a lot better options. At least if you're on Coinbase, use Coinbase Pro just so you can get cheaper fees. But for all those other benefits, make sure to watch this video I made up top. Click that link to find out where you can get crypto for cheaper, a wider selection, and how you can earn interest on your crypto. Make sure to like this video, and I want you to put your comments down below on whether you think the Coinbase IPO is worth it. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time.